Today we're talking about furries, again. To catch everyone up, again, furries are nerds that are fixated, often sexually, on anthropomorphic animals, creatures given human traits like speech or emotions. The community has a massive rate of autism spectrum disorder, members spend thousands on the hobby, and they resemble no other fandom you can think of. None whatsoever.
Last time we learned the origins of furries, but in the process we made an even darker discovery. This fellow right here, who appears to be a literal furry neo-Nazi. Who is he? Where did he come from? And have we uncovered perhaps the most hilarious furries of all? So today we're reading another script our producer prepared for us to learn all about these gays. Guys, just off the bat, how can you call yourself the master race and be a furry? Pick a fucking lane, dude. I feel like if you're gonna claim to be the master race, you have to be like the fucking pinnacle of humanity. Squared short, giga chad, like everything in order. You can't get in a fursuit, yiff on one hand, and gas the Jews on the other.
I mean, we'll find out, but it's within the furry fandom, so it's master furries.
Oh!
No Jewish furries allowed.
Is it just that they're the master race furries, or do they still prescribe to like the other white nationalist talking points?
Is it like wolves only?
Yeah, like they're like, oh no, Jews are fine, as long as they're like uber Jew furries.
Back in the 90s, the first Furry Extremist group emerged from their dens with the intent of bringing a much-needed change to the furry community. The Burned Furs, founded in 1998...
Just to stop, kind of a sick name. Yeah. The Burned Furs, I mean, kind of, these guys' branding is kind of already sick.
Gotta have a sword.
It's always the same with Nazis. They've got the aesthetics down pat.
Starts with fun little patches you put on your shirt.
And then, you know, one thing leads to another.
The Burned Furs, founded in 1998 and led by a furry named Squee Rat, aimed to reform the furry fandom's reputation after being, quote, damaged by sexually dysfunctional, socially stunted, and creatively bankrupt hacks and pervs. You know, I'm kind of with the Burned Furs.
Done, stop.
So far.
You're like, it kind of fucking makes sense to me.
Look at this guy.
Is this Squee Rat?
This is Squee Rat.
Do you know what I like about Squee Rat the most is the positive vibe he's putting out.
It's the late 90s. Like, is this riffing off of like Eminem?
That would be so fucking funny.
He's like a cool hip-hop rat.
He starts rapping. You know those terrible, like, educational raps?
Yeah.
Like, kids entertainers do? He does that, but about, like, gassing the degenerate furries.
The righteous rodent was in full effect at AAC with her own her.
What? That does look like breasts. I just thought it was, like, autism-induced gyno, but those are tits.
It could still be a guy in a girl rat costume.
I'm so tired of this. When did things become so goddamn complicated? Nazis used to be Nazis. Furries used to be furries, men, women, and now we've got fucking, you could be the dude inside the female furry, and now I have to remember, are you a Nazi furry that's a woman inside a man, or a normal man inside of a Nazi furry woman? Well, I'm fucking confused.
This is all still innocent, regular homophobia. We haven't gotten to Nazis yet.
Oh. Oh, it's more of a boiling the pot situation. Okay, let's see where this goes.
The group is said to have been composed of, in the words of Squee, furs who have spoken up against fandom perversion and have been burned at the stake for it. So time to burn them at the stake, huh?
That's right, strike first, strike hard, no mercy. The group's exact beliefs have been debated. Oh, okay. So is this a media smear campaign? And who's behind the media? Furries. Gay furries. Opponents often cited individual members' intolerance of gays, Christian furs, obscure fetishes, or erotic artwork as examples of the group's ideology. Ironically, many of the Burned Furs' own members drew or commissioned furry porn, which made their crusade against perverts look hypocritical. Yeah, but dude, it was like straight,
nice taste,
straight missionary,
tasteful regular porn.
Yeah, white furs only. Missionary position for the means of procreation only. What confused me about that is it says Christian furs. So wait, are these like epic Wotan furs? Are these like epic like Norse religion only furs? This is like Varg, Vikernes, autistic, Odin, Thor.
Spiritual but no tentacle porn allowed.
Yeah. Well, this is taking a twist. You know what? You can't stereotype people. You can't put people in a box and just think that you know everything about them. And this is proof.
That's really what this whole video is going to be about.
Yeah, it's learning that you can't judge a book by its cover. Because apparently everything we thought about these guys was wrong. Burned furs began being known as a hate group, with the perception stemming from the aggressive tone of their manifesto and the creation of t-shirts with the phrase, "I don't have a lifestyle, I have a life." Their slogan was meant to be intimidating, but it mostly just became a running joke on furry forums.
Believing the burned furs wanted to, quote, put a bullet in the heads of those they disapproved of, a furry by the name of Jurin Foxtail created the counter group Freezing Furs. Nice.
Fucking sick.
With the aim to halt burned fur ideology, offer support, and improve the furry fandom's image.
Can I just tell you guys right now, I know there's probably at least 20% of our audience is burned furs, and the other 10% is freezing furs. Nothing either of you are doing is improving the image of furries. Nothing.
Conflict quickly emerged and online forums became battlegrounds for flame wars. The Burned Furs page runner stated that if they met a certain other furry at a con, he would put his fucking head through a wall. Quote.
Imagine you share a convention center, right? Because often there's multiple conventions going on at once. You've got the furry convention going on, and then you've got like the fucking Lowe's Hammers convention, and you're just minding your own business, you're at a tech conference, and a fucking giant fursuit head crashes through the drywall next to you. At the height of their flame wars, Burned Fur co-founder Peter Hangdog, kinda sick, Sean, publicly threatened to kill fellow founder Blumrick during one of these disputes, saying, "The next time I see you, I will kill you with my bare hands." I can't imagine strangling someone in a fursuit either. Why are they warring with each other now? Do you think it was a purity spiral?
Why do they hate each other?
Some of them said that a lot of the members were just really hateful and looking for a fight.
No way.
So I thought that's why we were here. Dude, I thought we were being hateful. What do you mean some of them were upset they were being hateful? I thought that was the whole point.
He's saying that members of the movement were just hateful in general and found ways to hate each other.
Dude, you just hate things. You're not for the cause. You don't believe in the ideology.
You just want to hate.
This isn't about hate.
This is about love after...
This is about targeted hate.
Love after targeted hate.
So it fell into infighting, which doesn't usually happen in these kinds of movements.
Pretty hilarious.
By 2001, the group had collapsed. They didn't last long, with internal conflicts, public backlash, and accusations of homophobia and authoritarianism ending the movement. Hey, we don't like gays. You don't like gays. What do you mean we don't like gays? And then they collapse? What? I'm so fucking confused. You know what? If there's one thing you can say about this kind of movement, you can't keep them down. I know our boys are gonna reform, rebrand, and before you know it, they're gonna be back.
It's definitely the inclusion of porn. They didn't really have a unified ideology they were all adhering to.
You think that's what caused the schism?
Well, yeah, it seems like they didn't really know what the fuck they were doing. You know, what happened to Squee Rat? Who are these other guys?
I don't think we need to ban all porn. We just like...
My comic's really popping off.
The fur maiden has 3 young pups, and she's in a traditional marriage. Like, what's the big deal?
After the Burned Furs collapsed, extremist activity in the fandom went quiet.
Boo.
Until the mid-2000s, when a new faction appeared in the virtual world, Second Life. Second Life is that, it's a lot like VR chat is now, but it was before VR, and it was a furry space. The group called themselves the Fursies, a name meant to blend, you guessed it, furry with Nazi, though in German it unfortunately translates to...
That's pretty epic.
That's pretty epic.
I kind of respect the regrouping here because they said the first time was too ambiguous. Do we hate gays? Do we not hate gays? Are we Christian? Are we not Christian? Like, too many questions. It was bound to fail. This time, it's very much on the tin.
Clear message. There's no ambiguity. There's no redefining what we're all about.
Yeah.
Which creates the space for schism.
Okay, yeah. All right. Let's see where this goes. Only good places, I think. Led by Spot Spork and Rainbow Pirandello. It's always the Italians and the Germans, isn't it? They claim to be nothing more than history buffs.
Yes, hell yes.
Dude, I love it. These guys are fucking pros.
I'm Rainbow Pirandello.
I just like history. Is that a crime? Is it a crime to have an encyclopedic knowledge of the SS? Is that a crime?
What if we just did history on the furry community?
Their charter read, "We're a group of foes who have an interest in German/World War II history. We're not racist, and we don't hate anyone. We're just here for realistic roleplay."
Yeah, exactly.
And what is the realistic roleplay? Realistic roleplay of what?
Realistically role-playing as Nazis in the furry universe, in the furry fandom.
We just appreciate history. These guys are fun. Aren't they fun? In practice, they went much further. Just like the Nazis. One Furzy-built zone reportedly included a gas chamber, complete with barbed wire fencing, turning a virtual hangout into a parody of the Third Reich.
It's a parody.
It's a parody! You cannot assume me. Have you heard of the First Amendment? And their store didn't just sell uniforms, it offered anti-Semitic avatar cosmetics and propaganda posters for your furry Nazi den. While playing World War II march and propaganda music on Friday evenings to give a feel for the time period.
So wait, they actually had a brick and mortar store? I thought we were talking about a website.
No, I think it's in their Second Life thing, and then they can print it off.
Oh, of course,
for
of
real.
course. Yeah.
Oh, there's a video. Oh, hello, darling. Okay. Oh, she's got a German Shepherd tail. Of course she does. Wow. Hey, zoom in on that gun. I think I used that in Call of Duty World at War. All right, what are we seeing here apart from just a, furry lady with a German Shepherd tail?
See their cool outfits that they wore.
That is pretty cool.
How much did this go for?
I don't think it was like NFTs.
No.
Probably not enough.
Probably could have gone for way higher. Yeah, I mean, so far so good. It's all by the playbook.
By this point, you had wolf and fox avatars strutting through Second Life.
Wolf and Fox.
Nice.
Sick.
In full SS regalia. Tensions exploded in March.
Why? Why would the tensions explode?
In March 22nd, 2007, when a Jewish user encountered a Furry member wearing a Totenkopf, the SS skull insignia.
It was all fine until the Jews came.
No,
we were just having a good time until a Jewish person found our space and ruined everything.
They demanded the removal of the Nazi regalia, which caused an argument to break out over the user's First Amendment rights to wear offensive symbols in Second Life, the video game.
I fucking called it! Over the First Amendment rights!
To wear offensive symbols. This isn't Germany, it's America.
You're kind of infringing on my First Amendment rights.
Resulting in the offended user summoning a number of Jews of Second Life to the premises.
Just with, Jew magic.
Yeah.
He just fucking summoned them?
Nice.
I thought I'd get a bigger pop.
Someone should look into that.
You know what we should really be talking about?
How did that happen?
How did he summon so many so quickly? It's almost like a setup, dude.
After refusing to remove the item, they showed them the store where the symbol was purchased, which was run by the Furries.
Who showed them the store?
You think this guy narked and showed them their little Furzy hole?
Not the Furzy hole. I don't know, that's what it sounded like to me. There was a man, there was a dog on the inside. I don't know.
He felt kind of bad. He's like, look, I'm not taking it off. But
dude, I just like history.
These guys sold it to me.
Yeah, don't hate the player, dude. Hate the game. The dispute quickly escalated. Jewish groups on Second Life, including Jews of Second Life, the Zionist Association of Second Life, and the Jewish Defense League protested, demanding the shop to be taken down. You're fucking with me. There's no way the Jewish Defense League got involved in this.
You think that they were role-playing too on Second Life?
They weren't really Jews. They're just a group who role-play as Jews. They just also really appreciate history, but from the other side. Oh, dude, they're persecuted.
Nice.
I just came up with that on the spot. That's not on the script. That was old Giga Brain. The Furries retaliated by banning anyone affiliated with Jewish associations in Second Life.
Now it's heating up.
Yeah, so much for the First Amendment now.
This is real RP now.
Well, they didn't round them up. I'm sure they would have if that was a function in the game. They just said, go away. This confrontation caught the attention of anti-hate activists in Second Life. How many people are in Second Life, dude?
I think it was fucking huge.
I just don't get it.
It was in, remember that movie Hot Tub Time Machine?
Yeah.
The dork is playing it at the beginning. He said I'm serving time like he went to jail or something.
I like how to escape First Life, we just recreated all the same shit in Second Life.
You get to be a history enthusiast, guilt-free.
Maybe more consequence-free.
Consequence-free, yeah.
Except evidently not. Because now there's some sort of fucking turf war.
Oh, the world powers of Second Life are coming after us now? They're forming a coalition?
Digital Israel is gonna fucking bunker buster these Furries. Alright, Second Life, who began compiling evidence of racism and anti-Semitism tied to the Furries.
What evidence? What? Where?
Well, I mean, also, they're literally called Furries. Do you think they care that much?
They're selling Furry stuff.
Yeah.
They're playing Nazi propaganda on Friday nights at their little virtual store.
There's just literally a guy dressed up in fucking SS outfit, and they're like, dude, you're a racist. And he's like, yeah, I mean...
Their report eventually reached the Linden Lab, the company behind Second Life.
No way, it's called the Linden Lab. Conspiracy?
Who responded by permanently banning the Furzy founder and deleting the Nazi-related store items. Just like that, the Furzy's digital Reich was over and Linden Lab nuking them overnight, but their imagery didn't vanish with them. A few years later, a new group would rise in Second Life, one that borrowed heavily from the Furzy's aesthetics and carried them into the real world. Their leader? A furry named Foxler, who designed an armband nearly identical to the Furzy insignia. The group would become infamous as the Furry Raiders.
This is kind of fucking sick, huh?
All right, so this is the guy. There he is.
Oh, this is real life!
Yeah, Foxler.
His fucking fursuit head looks spooky.
Yeah.
That does not look like the regular fursuit head.
It's actually like a scary, like eerie, uncanny looking mask. Something
I'm
about
telling
it.
you, there's one thing that these people can do. It's branding.
Do you think that these are all the same guys?
Oh, what?
Like,
just reborn?
Is this Squee Rat?
How old was Squee Rat have been at this point? Like 60?
They're probably like late teens, early 20s in 98, and this is 10 years later.
I don't know, dude, but this guy's got significantly more aura than Squee Rat.
It's true. He had a long time to work on it, though. He's standing on the shoulders of titans, you know?
Yes.
Like the Furzies. He's just doing Furzies.
And even they were standing on the shoulders of giants. Alright, the most prevalent of the Nazi furry communities, the Furry Raiders, began in Second Life in 2007 and was founded by members Foxler, Nightfire, Heber Hoxley, Nightwolf Momsen, and Wolfer Alsop. Their group stated mission is to uphold the values of free expression within the furry community by providing an open and welcoming organization free of exclusion and prejudice based on race, sex, creed, gender, identity, sexual orientation, or political affiliation.
Amazing.
That's gotta be a troll.
Of course it is. You can't ban us. We stand
Anyone
for...
can be a furry Nazi.
Anyone can be a furry Nazi. We just love history.
In 2010, Foxler unveiled their new logo, a paw print armband on a red field, nearly identical to the Furzy's insignia.
These famous armbands have been banned in person at numerous events, including Foxtrot, a fursuit-friendly dance night in a bar in Denver, Colorado, which Foxler was also banned from after assaulting another attendee. Hell yeah, why did he assault an attendee? What did the attendee do?
I think he was getting kicked out of the club and somebody said that he shoved somebody on his way out.
Fuck off, dude!
Of course he did.
Fuck off!
I can't think of anything more funny than like a physical altercation between guys in fursuits. You know?
It would be incredible until they start pulling out machetes.
He insisted it wasn't a Nazi reference, stating the logo originated as a symbol of group identity and free expression.
It's not.
No, it's not.
It's Prove it, dude.
Where was the paw print in 1940?
Is he trolling?
100%. They got bombed last time when they
I can imagine this guy getting salty and being like, dude, what the fuck? What the fuck? It's free expression. I don't mean anything about it. It's not like it's a Nazi, but he's called like Foxler.
But he could also just be like, I'm just playing pretend. Oh, what? You guys aren't pretending?
Yeah, you guys are pretending? Oh, I thought we were all pretending and having fun, but when I do it, it's a fucking problem. Fuck off, dude. I'm out of here. Kiss on his Harley.
I'm gonna go pretend at home.
Fuck you guys. He can believe it's free expression, and it is, but you gotta own up that it is Nazi free expression.
Well, yeah, but I think what it literally was like, guys, we really like history and pretending we're in history, and they keep getting us for it. So we gotta tighten up our branding,
legal defense.
They
hire a few lawyers.
our public statements, and at the end of the day, this is just gonna be inclusive roleplay. Anyone can be a Furzy with us as long as they are wearing a fursuit.
If they were playing the long game, they would hire Jewish lawyers.
Ooh.
Do you like that?
Yeah.
And that's how you do it.
He should come back to that bar.
With Jonathan Rosenberg to represent him.
Also a furry. He's in a little fursuit.
Fuck.
Despite both the design and his own username, Foxler, which many read as shorthand for Fox Hitler.
That says more about you, dude. That says more about you than me. Get your mind out of it.
I just like how it sounds. And a public statement he made saying, I hate black people. I'm just role-playing. This is just pretend.
At first, the raiders limited themselves to trolling online spaces, but by 2016, they carried their antics into the real world, targeting Rocky Mountain FurCon in Colorado. Months before the convention began, the raiders reserved 30 hotel rooms. Who's funding these people? Roughly a quarter of the event's rooms before registration even opened. Critics accused them of trying to sabotage attendance for anti-Nazi furries. RMFC staff asked for the rooms back, but the raiders refused. Eventually, after public outcry, furry raiders released 25 of the 30 rooms. They held rooms hostage.
Why did they release them?
You're so mad.
Yeah, come on.
Dude,
guys.
you guys were doing something.
You were getting somewhere.
The convention, coming to some conclusion of some sort of antagonism on their part, later issued an apology, claiming the whole ordeal to be a misunderstanding of some kind. What?
Trying to not let too much heat build up.
It sounded like the hotel apologized.
I thought it was the Third Reich.
Yeah, so they're saying the convention apologized, not the
nice.
hotel, but the convention.
So they won.
Dude, fucking 4D chess. And they still kept 5 rooms for the entirety of their membership. Despite this, the incident permanently soured relations between the raiders and the broader furry community. I thought the point was to sour relations.
Yeah, they were all good before this. Like, oh yeah, those guys are for inclusion. That's what they said, you know?
Yeah.
The following year, tensions boiled over. Ahead of RMFC 2017, furry artist Dio, his name is Dio, tweeted in reference to the raiders, quote, "Can't wait to punch these Nazis." Another user replied, quote, "Watching you get shot by someone defending themselves from unprovoked assault will be far more entertaining," end quote. Suddenly, the internet drama had escalated into threats of gun violence. In turn, Dio forwarded these conversations about punching Nazis and concealed carrying to RMFC security. One of the convention's co-founders, Kendall Emery, used fake cease and desist legal letters on behalf of the raiders, turning the convention into a legal and PR circus.
Faced with ballooning security costs and mounting fear of a violent clash, RMFC organizers shut the convention down entirely, forever. The decade-old furry convention was permanently destroyed overnight, not by outsiders, but from the fallout from the furry raiders' presence.
Nice, another victory for furry raiders.
Dude, these guys can't be stopped.
They can't stop winning.
They're fucking crushing it. These guys are mounting an indomitable fucking campaign upon the regular furries and just bodying them at every turn. And I'm pretty sure there's only like 5 to 10 of these guys.
Yeah, they only kept 5 hotel rooms.
So maybe there's 10, because they probably like...
Yeah, double up.
Yeah, double up, exactly. The furry raiders are still around. Good, some colour in the world. Currently with about 200 members!
Says who?
Yeah, I think we need to check the numbers on that. Doesn't seem believable. Foxler was arrested in 2019 after 3 felony sex offences with a child. That took place in 2015
God
at Rocky
damn.
Mountain FurCon. Yeah, but like, says who, dude?
True.
Yeah, the who are they called again? The Defense League?
The media at it again.
The Jewish Defense League?
The Second Life Jewish Defense League.
Yeah, who wrote the script? You know what? History is written by the victors. So...
One of the most frightening incidents in furry history came earlier, in 2014, at Midwest Fur Fest in Rosemont, Illinois. With over 5,000 attendees, it was the second largest furry convention in the US. Everything was going well until about midnight, when guests began to notice a strong chlorine-like odor. No fucking way!
No way!
A staffer initially suspects a mundane cause, such as housekeeping, spilling something, and notes that it could have been resulted from an accident due to late-night drinking among attendees.
Oh, silly you.
Silly staffers!
So easily led astray by my machinations. Within minutes, people reported burning eyes, coughing, and difficulty breathing. No fucking way. By 1 a.m., the Hyatt Regency was fully evacuated outside into the freezing cold, with 19 attendees being hospitalized. Okay, dude, I think there's some holes in this. You know, the Hyatt Hotel is incredibly well ventilated. How could have the gas stayed in? I'm just asking questions.
They didn't have the technology.
They didn't have the Do the math! When evacuees poured outside, many were still in full get-up, fetish gear, or underwear, which became front-page material for reporters.
This is terrible, but also the best fucking thing ever.
Hey, look, not so great. The people got chlorine gas.
Actually got chlorine gas.
But, provided everything was okay and everyone was fine, this is very funny. One drunk attendee outside even tried to give some sort of revolutionary speech, but kept forgetting his lines after a few words, starting over again and again until the crowd told him to sit down. man. He just kept coughing his way through his lines.
Investigators discovered a broken glass bottle in a stairwell filled with chlorine powder and sealed with red duct tape. Authorities treated it as a chemical attack, with local police, firefighters, and the FBI swarming the site, but faulty equipment made chemical samples inconclusive, and the hotel's lack of stairwell cameras crippled the investigation. They fucking got away with it.
Again? Dude, the furry raiders are fucking beasts.
MSNBC's Morning Joe anchors made international headlines after famously breaking into laughter trying to cover the chlorine attack. All right, we got to see this.
The Chicago Tribune, 19 people were hospitalized at a furry convention in Illinois after what's being called an intentional leak of chlorine
What's
gas.
What's a furry convention?
Did I get that wrong?
The hell is a furry?
Okay. Officials were called when a strong odor of chlorine. What?
I think they had to evacuate the building and everything. Sent the hotel guests along with convention attendees into the cold night.
Look at this pro! Look at this pro fucking bodying this.
People into a cuddle,
Look at this
to
Chad.
warm this baby.
Just
Giving
there,
her
like,
jackets
keeping him warm.
and
Mean
blankets.
mugging the
Yes.
fucking camera, hugging his
Everybody warm.
chicks.
That's the good news. The hotel
Where you going?
contaminated. Came back inside at 4 a.m.
Fleds the building.
When did this happen? 2014? So this is 5 years before he...
Dude, I think it should happen again. I don't think it did happen, but if it did, it was good, and if it didn't, we should do it again. The fandom, however, had its suspects.
No way.
FBI interviews led them to the furry raiders and then to one of Foxler's acquaintances, Robert Schowalski, better known as Magnus Doridian, later nicknamed the Confederate Fursuiter.
Oh, let's see this.
Oh, that is sick.
Hell yeah, dude.
Dude, humans are the fucking best, dude.
The world is so colorful.
We don't give furries enough credit for the joy they bring to the world. Imagine this exact thing the exact same way, but the guy's not in a fursuit, he just has a Confederate flag.
Yeah, it's no fun.
It's like, oh, okay, well, that's a dude doing that. Now it's fun.
Now it's hilarious.
Now it's the best thing I've ever seen in my life.
Do you think he's welcomed at the rally?
To the Trump rally.
He goes to the more hardcore Trump rally. How do you...
I'm pretty sure I saw a video of him storming the Capitol on January 6th, so I think he's definitely welcome.
Man, he should have been there. He was probably kicking himself. He wasn't.
Heck.
Could have been on TV.
And I would have got a pardon too. Schowalski had a
See
long
him
rap
walking
sheet.
out of jail and that, you know? Like,
Yeah. I knew he would do it. That's my president. Schowalski had a long rap sheet. Disorderly conduct, harassment, terroristic threats, and cruelty to animals. Come on, dude. You had one job.
Too far, dude.
Yeah, too far. Everything before this was funny, but now you're hurting animals. He'd even staged a bomb threat in 2004 against a bank after receiving an overdraft fee. Now I'm definitely on this guy's side. Fuck banks, dude. In a regular way. Fuck banks in a regular way. In a normal person, regular hating banks way. Just for clarity.
Federal and local authorities questioned Sikowski multiple times after the 2014 chlorine incident. 4 interviews in total, with the FBI even raiding his home. Agents found red duct tape matching the tape on the chlorine jar at Sikowski's residence, but Sikowski claimed it was his roommates, calling it a coincidence. Investigators also noted details that, in their view, could facilitate such an attack, like Sikowski working as a lifeguard at the time, implying access to large amounts of chlorine.
How are you gonna be the mastermind between the Great Hyatt gassing of 2014 and not throw away the duct tape?
I'm kind of disappointed it wasn't Foxler.
Oh, really?
But it is funny, they're like, okay, it's not Foxler, it's the guy with the Confederate
Well,
flag.
Foxler never does the deed himself, he just inspires his followers to do it. That's like accurate roleplay.
He's just playing the long game.
You know what, guys? I think everyone should be included. They're like, yeah, we're hateful and stuff, right? He's like, yeah, like, society says a lot of things are wrong that aren't, right? They're like, yeah, like, we don't like these people, we don't like that people, that's us protecting our own.
No. When I said I hate black people, I'm saying that as Foxler. This is pretend.
He was also reportedly furious with the Midwest Fur Fest staff for threatening to revoke his badge after he was seen drunk in a fursuit, running down the street, leaving a potential motive for the attack that investigators considered. You just see a fucking Confederate flag fursuit running down the street full speed with a bundle of red tape and chlorine.
No, this is before that. This is his motive. They said, you can't.
Oh, this is before
They kicked
that.
him out. It's like, all right, fine, gas it is.
There's only one rational solution to this.
I'm gonna stop by the pool.
Despite these elements of prior cases, interviews, the home search, and circumstantial logistics, there wasn't enough evidence that tied Szewski to the 2014 chlorine incident. You know what? Due process is important. The case was closed in July 2015 without an arrest, and the statute of limitations expired in 2019. He got away with it again.
Fucking got
Not
away
only
with it.
did he get away with it, he taunted the police like, that's my roommate. Could be anyone's.
Well, there you have it. From the 1990s burned furs to the 2014 chlorine attack, and then later Foxler getting arrested in 2019 for being a pedo, extremist infiltration in the furry fandom has escalated. What began as purity crusades and edgy roleplay led to real-world consequences. A major convention shut down, others scarred by a chemical attack, and the fandom grappling with toxic outliers.
While most why'd you give me this to read? While most furries are pretty harmless, a small fraction turned the community into a battleground for extremist posturing. You know what? I feel like we misjudged the burned furs. Because if I remember right, and I'm probably remembering wrong, their whole thing was just getting degeneracy out of like fur stuff, right?
Yeah, we read about them on Wikipedia, which I trust more than this script.
They weren't like the Nazi furries.
They were get the gays out.
They were just like, guys, if we don't do something, this movement's gonna be like tainted forever. And you know what? They weren't wrong.
Maybe they should have kicked out all the gay people.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying they seemed against like the overarching, massive, pervasive like sexuality that is so associated with furriness. And we could have just seen these people as like weirdos who dress up instead of weirdos who dress up and try and fuck children.
Could have been. I'll just reiterate that everything we say in this is completely uninformed, based on half-truths and a probably wrong script, so take it all with a grain of salt.
A fursuiter could be a regular guy, a charity volunteer, or someone who once tried to start the Fourth Reich in a hotel ballroom.
But if you're still curious about the inner workings of the furries, click here to watch our video where we find out where furries came from, which I alluded to at the beginning of the video. Very fun. And thank you for watching. Be sure to like and hit the useless bell and subscribe. And if you know any furries, send them this video.
Dude, 100%. I know, like, political assassinations are very in vogue right now. 100% I know the last thing I'm gonna see before I die is a massive fursuit head looking over me, smiling, with a fucking pistol in my face. I just know it.
Yeah, we're not doing cons anymore. Sorry.
Yeah, I know we did one 17 years ago, but no more. See you next week!